Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chatting Markets with Jeremy. For today, let's take a look at Bitcoin having fallen below some critical support lately. We do think that for Bitcoin, probably it could still see some further downside here in the near term before some bottoming price action actually shows up. So let me just highlight some of the key points here. On the chart right now, we are seeing Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So just to highlight what has been happening, at least over the past 2 months or so, Bitcoin has actually been trading in a sharp sell-off in the correction phase, partly due to the fact that it actually failed to break out above the previous resistance level. So the previous record high for Bitcoin was actually over here at $65,000. And you can see the recent price action around the 65,000 level over here actually shows some bearish price action. 2 attempts to actually break out above this level but actually failed to sustain, which eventually led to this double top formation pattern and then this sell-off that we have actually seen. So in fact, I think for Bitcoin, we have actually seen prices falling as much as 38% just over the past 2 months. And also more importantly, with this sell-off, the immediate trend has actually turned to the downside more recently. If you were to look at this crossover signal from the moving averages, where the 20-day MA actually crossed below the 60-day MA, what it tells us is that the immediate trend has actually right now turned to the downside, and the bears are right now in control. And another key point over here is the more recent price action has actually also shown Bitcoin breaking and closing below the green dotted line, which is the 200-day moving average over here. All in tells us that the bears are in control. And likelihood is with this current bearish price action being set up, we do think that there is still some further downside to go before Bitcoin actually finds some sort of a bottom in the coming months. So in terms of downside wise, where we think the floor would be for Bitcoin, likelihood would be this key inflection point at around $41,000. So if you look back in time, this $41,000 region used to be a key inflection point as well, going back since May of this year, where firstly it used to be a resistance, quite a few rejection of this $41,000 level here in May as well as in June. And then after breaking above this $41,000 region, the retest of this level actually turned into support. And that actually happened back in September, which then led to this sharp rally in prices. So we do believe for this leg lower and this downtrend, possibly Bitcoin could actually retest this floor of 41,000, and then after which possibly seeing some consolidation around those levels before it actually bottoms out. So that is the one level that we are watching in terms of for Bitcoin to actually hold. If I were to stack on yet another layer of support level, there's actually one at around 44,000 level over here, which is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. So all in all, I think in terms of the support level wise, we're actually watching 2 levels. The first level is somewhere near 44,000, and then the stronger one is definitely at 41,000, like I just mentioned. So in terms of key cluster of support that we are expecting for some consolidation, as well as some sort of a bottom to play out, will likely be around this region over here of around 44,000 to 41,000 area over here highlighted in yellow. So possibly just to point out one extra point that is worth noting will be the last time Bitcoin actually fell into a sharp sell-off. That was actually back in April. You can see Bitcoin during those periods actually fell more than 50%. And what actually led to the consolidation before bottoming move was actually the RSI falling to this oversold low of around 23 sometime back in May. So the moment we actually saw this oversold signaling, you can see Bitcoin actually went into a consolidation for around 3 months before it actually bottoms out. And we do expect probably for this round of sell-off to actually see a similar price action as well. So what would be good is for Bitcoin to actually possibly trend down lower here in the near term to this support that we mentioned, somewhere along the lines of 44,000 to 41,000. And if it does actually fall to those levels, then there will be a higher likelihood of us seeing the RSI being in the oversold region. And then after which possibly a couple of months of consolidation around this support level before Bitcoin actually bottoms out. So upside target wise, I think after we see some bottom move around this support level, the next leg higher will likely see Bitcoin possibly retesting the 60,000 region over there. And possibly that could play out with a longer term time frame of maybe 6 months kind of a window. So I think all in, right now what we are seeing is an immediate trend. Definitely Bitcoin is right now being controlled by the bears, and we are seeing an immediate downtrend being in play. However, the longer term picture still shows us a valid long-term uptrend. So in short, I think the general market movement right now, we do expect Bitcoin to follow such a trajectory, something along the lines of this movement over here. So all in, I think this is the view that we have, possibly for Bitcoin to actually trend down over here to the support level of around 44,000 to 41,000 before possibly seeing some consolidation and then rebound back up higher to possibly the range of 60,000 region. Yep, I think that is all we have for today, and I will see you guys in the next one.